Information item, annual review of long-term maintenance project.
The chart that I had sent out to you is just, like I said, it's an annual update informational item to you regarding long-term maintenance projects that need to be completed. Some obviously are more pressing than others. And basically there are things on here that you will see and have seen in the past. The piece that I want to highlight this evening that we had talked about probably about a year ago, very, very briefly, but I want to circle around on it, is the boiler piece at Trailside and Woodfield. Apparently, when they built those buildings back in '01, they had put 15-year boilers in there instead of 20-year boilers. They haven't had any problems other than the fire at Trailside 2 years ago. And because of that fire, obviously one of those boilers was almost completely rebuilt. So it's in good condition. Ken is going to check with Accutemp to see the longevity of those models of boilers. The other piece, going back to Evergreen, as the building continues to age, is probably the building that's going to need the most work over time. As you know, we set aside money for the shingle roof replacement and the boilers by assigning money in the fund balance. We talked about the control system on and off, but that's the last quoted price that we received on that. This is the one from about a year and a half ago from Honeywell. At one point it was. Yeah. So you've got that. Evergreen and Fox River are up for parking lot resurfacing next spring, and the elementary playgrounds are up for rechipping too. Looking at Fox River, the question of that cafeteria wall, due to the increased enrollment, we should probably get that resolved soon, because if we can have that done by the time school starts, that would be terrific. Going back several months, the first quote we got on it was $36,600, and then the second quote that we just received recently from Cher over in Burlington came in at $24,000. That parking lot expansion, if you remember, we talked about that about a year ago, just adding parking stalls there, and that came in just under $50,000 to do that. Other than that looks at Fox River. And then the only other thing I guess I would highlight is we really need to replace one of the trucks, the maintenance trucks. It's got well over 100,000 miles on it, and the repairs on there are adding up quickly, and a lot of it has to do with the use, because it's used for some hauling, but also a lot of snow removal. So I'd like to start that bidding process. Basically how that works in the past, they've typically always worked with Lynch over in Burlington because they give us a fleet discount. I'm not saying that another dealership wouldn't, but apparently historically that's always the dealership that the district has worked with. Then the existing truck that's here right now, they get a trade value from it, from Lynch, and then they put it out to bids to the public with the minimum bid being that trade value. And then the highest bid gets the truck. So that's pretty much.
Right now, on non-current 2013s, there's a lot of rebates too.
Exactly. Yeah. So I guess that's the question that I had wanted to ask the committee. Do you want to continue to use that process with Lynch? Do you want to look at other dealerships? It doesn't make any difference to me personally. I wanted to get direction on that, so we can get that process rolling, because it'd be nice to have that truck in place by the time the snow flies in the winter.
Have a special each month, or is it standard stock?
It's a 3/4 ton pickup.
Yeah.
3/4 ton.
Cab bags.
Yeah. Yes.
Extended cab.
Okay, so it's just standard.
Right.
Heavy duty with a plow package.
Okay.
I like our policy of having 3 quotes.
Okay.
Mr. Johnson?
Well, I mean, Lynch is going to get a quote anyways, but I would think we'd get at least one more quote on that.
Probably.
Right. I was thinking of doing a Chevy, a Ford, and a Dodge, just for comparison purposes. So. Yeah. Okay.
I agree.
I would maybe think of Brandon. Doesn't bother me if you stick with Chevy.
Yeah, I don't get it.
If the Chevy van,
Well, it
the
doesn't-
Chevy truck place is where the county is. I'm thinking we just outsource, just take the exact same quote, and pick the price off and send it to a competitor area.
Okay.
But, you know, that's just really most of their markets in the state.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they can't beat it, there should be a strange reason why they can't beat it.
Right.
I don't have a strong feeling for what type of truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
And has a preference for Chevy, that's fine.
Okay.
That's what all our GMC.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for clarifying that. The last piece that I'm going to talk to Ken about, going back to the Evergreen area, is as you know, we've been phasing in or phasing out exterior doors over the last couple of years, and I asked Ken to see if we can get some of that done before winter, again, just for energy efficiency, and then also updating some of the door jambs of some of the doors. So just, I want to foreshadow a couple of those things for you right now, as far as what we're looking at right off the bat related to maintenance stuff.
This control system we have talked about using the fellow that came in and talked to us to look at what would be his suggestions for the control system as opposed to just I'm trying to go after money one.
Right. And the second part of that conversation is you had asked me to look for just an independent consultant on that. And I actually have a company's name that I'm going to reach out to this week to come in and give us an opinion on that.
And I'd like to see possibly with the cafeteria wall going up, getting 3 bids for it.
We've already got two, right?
No, it's basically just one. That was just an estimate originally. It wasn't a confirmed bid.
Or what that was. Isn't that-
So get 2 more bids or 1 more?
At least two.
Well, the first one was ballpark, see if we get a confirmed bid on it, the second one is a confirmed bid, is that true?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My question is Darlene feel that's going to be a necessary thing to be done for her use of the facility?
In my conversation with her, she's advocating for it.
Okay.
And again, before school starts,
Yeah.
if at all possible.
Try to get estimates, because last year we had the small class, that's why we didn't really pursue it.
Well, I would jump on that.
And the thing is the incoming 6th graders will be the 7th grade. That's an increase of about 30 kids. We've been picking up quite a few kids just over the summer, so.
We had talked about not necessarily removing the whole wall, but having equipment.
Right.
Putting some kind of door system.
You're having a hanging folding door.
The folding door piece is what the second, that $24,000 bid is on.
Okay, so that's not the whole project, that's just.
What the approach or the method or the end result was going to result in that folding door suggestion, that's what that bid is on.
I guess I'd like to see it fold with the whole wall, including our folding doors and stuff.
Okay.
That is for the whole folding door and everything.
From what I'm hearing from you, the 24 is the door open.
No.
No, that's all the work.
This is
Doing the carpet and putting the framework and everything.
Redo it, redo the ceiling, the door in,
Right.
framework for the door.
Yeah, I saw the estimate on
Okay,
it.
so this is complete 24,
Yes.
or maximum.
Right.
Okay, so I would forward to the board then that we approve it not to exceed 24. And meanwhile, you can grab another quote or two,
Okay.
right? So we get this going.
Okay. The only thing that was not included in the quote was rewiring the fire alarm system in that particular spot. I just want to be transparent about that. It's a couple $100, but that wasn't there.
Okay, so just put down not to exceed 25, and it'll cover everything.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody have any questions on long-term project on that? And you're coming to us with a roof replacement for Evergreen.
Right. What I'm going to do with that, I guess the last time you had a major roof project before I was here is you actually hired a consultant to handle that whole process. You come back to the board with recommendation of the type of roof, and then that consultant, based on what the board directed, goes and gets the bids and coordinates the whole thing. And so I talked,
I
well,
mean, it's standard roof, right?
I agree with you. The piece is that there's been debate for a year and a half, what kind of roof we want to go
Well,
with.
the debate was we spent twice as much and get a roof that lasts twice as long, but
Right.
Could it last more than twice as long? Sure, steel roof will last you probably 7 years. But I mean, let's guarantee that, no.
Well, then you brought the synthetics, that synthetic.
Yeah, I know, but that was just a hair bit less than what the steel one was, so price wise, anyway. So, yeah, I don't know that at this point here, we want to spend twice as much. Let me just get it done, and the shingle will be done with it, because for the cost of being twice as much, you can do twice as many shingles, so. I mean, we looked this over for how long, is it so
Yeah.
a lot to go down any different route than asphalt shingle?
What's the warranty on the steel roofs?
50 year. Meanwhile, you buy a 35-year architectural shingle,
But you're looking at 20,000.
yeah, well,
Which is, this was what, about 22?
Yeah.
and they're gonna rotate,
So if we last another 22,
you know,
by then they might have more deposit or.
yeah. Well, maybe they'll come up with a different version of something, some kind of plastic or something, you know. Any thoughts? I mean, at this point, here, we talked about for 2 years in a row, and I'd rather just get the asphalt shingle and be done with it, to move on to other projects. Unless somebody else has a different idea.
It's your opinion.
Okay.
I can go either way.
Yeah, I think.
So can I, that's the thing.
Yeah, so why don't we just do it, be done with it? And- I mean, it's been there looking as an asphalt shingle for 20 years. I don't think it was gonna care that we're using asphalt shingles.
I assume they'll be moving all those shingles and every shingle in it.
That was my understanding, it was a tear off, and the reshingle.
I would just recommend we're not going with a 15-year shingle, we're going with a architectural one later, it's gonna get about proper use out of it, minimum 20, 25 years.
Okay.
So,
So then I'll reshingling 25 years.
And there was some talk that there was a proper venting or something on it for.
but this, whoever does it, let's make sure they're certified installation, if they feel there's something wrong in the original installation, they should let us know before they certify that they've installed this one correctly, and it's to manufacture for installation instructions.
Okay. All right, so tomorrow when I meet with Ken, we'll talk about the shingle roofing here, we'll talk about door replacement, we'll talk about getting the truck bid replacement going, and getting a couple more bids on the Fox River cafeteria wall not to exceed 25.
Well, I guess 25.
25